Hey y'all, I'm Rhonda. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today I am going to be showing y'all a little recipe that I've had a few reach out and ask about canning. So I thought I'd give y'all another little canning video. Honey, we're right in the middle of canning season. And I know I told y'all I had bought up some of those good old Edisto tomatoes, and I have been hanging on to my last 5 pounds. And so we're going to be making tomato jam, and it is delicious. So we are going to start. I'm just going to take you from the top. I hope this is not long and bothersome. But we have started up. I've already washed my little tomatoes. First of all, let me show you some little things you should probably need. You need a funnel, or you could use something in the house. This is going to help with air bubbles. This has a little magnet on the bottom, honey. You just pick them little lids and stuff out of that hot water. And this, of course, is your jar grabber. It's probably not the name of it, but that's what I call it, the jar grabber. And so,
tools of the trade.
Tools, honey, tools. You got to have little tools. I guess you don't have to. I have honestly gotten them out with different things. We'll just leave it at that. So I have started these little tomatoes. I was like, I'm not going to drag you along for all this. So this is what you start with, right? Just good old tomato. So we are going to just cut the core out just like so. Just like so. This is how I do it. Go core it, and then I just mark it with an X, okay? Because some people, and as to every recipe, there's many varieties, but some people just leave the skin on. But I honestly prefer the skin off. I did make some spaghetti sauce this year with some skin on it, and I just prefer it the other way. We're just going to make a little split, because whenever we drop this in that boiling water, y'all going to see that this skin just comes right off. You don't have to worry about it. And it's not that big of a deal to, huge step to just take it off. But you do do it the way you want to do it. But that's my preference. So if there's any spots or anything, you want to cut them off. You don't want them doing anything ugly in your jars. A little rotten piece or something like that, a little spot. So I just cut the little spots off, and simple as that. Now you can also roast your tomatoes and peel the skin off that way, and the roasting really brings out good flavor. But this is truly, I'll say, the quickest way. All right, we've got this. I'm going to wash my hands, and we're going to get these tomatoes skinny dipping in some hot water, getting them ready for that jam. All right, y'all, I have got this water. She's boiling, honey. She's mean. She's fired away over here. This is how I do it, so you don't burn yourself up. I just drop them in just like so, one at a time. I'm going to set this down. I do it like this. I'm just show you how I do it. And you can do it this way, or you can do it another way, honey, whatever floats your boat. But I do it like this so it doesn't, if you just drop it and plop it, it might splash on you. That's right. Safety first, as my little grandbabies say, my little sugar baby. Safety first, Gigi. They like to remind us of that when it's not got something to do with them. So we are going to just let these be for just a few minutes, honey, and them things is going to be ready to come out. And I'll show y'all how easy that skin comes off. And I'll tell you what I do with the skin. I can use every part of that tomato. I take the skin, kind of put it to the side, and I have a dehydrator. And you can put that skin, lay it out on that dehydrator, and dry them little skins out, and it makes an excellent tomato powder. You can mix it with a little water, and first of all, you grind it after your peels dry real good, and they like chips. They're like real crispy. I use a coffee grinder, grind them down to a powder, and you can flavor them any kind of way you want, like basil and garlic or whatever. And when you mix it with just a little bit of water, it acts as tomato paste. All right, y'all, it's been about 5 minutes. And I got, see how the skin's just coming off? Look at that, see that? That's what you want right there. So I'm just gonna take all of these out, and I've got some ice cold water here. We're just gonna drop them in that water. So that will help me peel those little skins right off. Now y'all know I normally don't use a whole lot of water, I just peel them off. But we're gonna do it the right way. I'm gonna show you what to do. See, that one's just falling off, honey. And them skins, them big skins, like I said, that's perfect when you do it this way to make tomato powder. So I'm just gonna get these out, and I'll show y'all what we're gonna do next. All right, y'all, we're just gonna pick these little tomatoes up just like so. And I'm gonna throw my little skins over there. And just like that, y'all, beautiful tomato. Get that juice in there is what I'm gonna do. That scalding water just takes it right off. And see how big and pretty these big skins are? Look at that.
Yeah.
Can do all kind of stuff with that. And don't have to waste a thing. I've got my little tomato powder here. I'm gonna show y'all, my hands is dirty right now. But I'm gonna just go ahead and peel all these off. Like I said, I ain't trying to drag you along, make you watch all this stuff. But I do want to show you how I do it. All right, y'all, I have got them just peeled. And they are ready to start cooking down. I was telling y'all about that tomato powder. See, I just do it like this. This is what it looks like. It's real fine. But that one's just tomato powder. This has got a little garlic tomato. You can just put whatever kind of seasoning you want in it. And works real well through the winter in soups and stews and all that kind of stuff. All right, let's get these a cooking over here, Russell. All right, y'all, we got them back on the fire. I'm going to just, you can mash them up, and I'm just be honest with you, honey, when I ain't had no immersion blender, I just did it with my hands, did it with my fork, whatever you need to do with. But I'm going to just do it this way today, and see what we got. But I just mash it up real good. Wow. They don't like them whole pieces, does it? Woo! Don't let me get you, Russell.
I'm good. I'm standing back from that.
All right. And yeah, you'll have still have some little pieces in it, and that's fine. I just, like I said, I don't care for the peels and all that rusticness of the peels, but you can totally do that and skip this step if you want. All right, we're getting it blended up and finish this because it's loud, and then I'll start adding all the goodness. All right, y'all, we got this. And Russ just said, oh, somebody's going to get you thinking you're doing that pot, but it's got a little lip on it, whatever. It's not. My little blades is not hitting the bottom, y'all, so no harm done. So it'll be all right. Let's just move this out the way, and we're going to start adding all our little goodies. All right, y'all. Now, I don't use pectin, I use sugar. Same with like my strawberry jams and stuff. Tomatoes has got natural pectin in it, and so it's going to work good. So we're going to start with 3 cups of just granulated sugar. And if you just have granulated sugar, 3.5 cups. But I'm going to add a little twist to mine. I'm going to put a half a cup of brown sugar in mine. And this is supposed to be sweet, y'all. This is not a savory dish. It is indeed jam, okay? Tomato jam. So we're going to give this a little stir before I start adding all my other goodness to it. Look how good it's looking. Now, we are going to have some savory stuff in it. I'm going to put about a teaspoon of black pepper, and that may change later. I am going to put some ground cinnamon. That's what it calls for, y'all. Don't be like, Lord, what in the world is she thinking? I'm going to put a teaspoon of cumin. Boom, boom, boom. Like so. And a teaspoon of smoked paprika. It's going to just give it a good smoky flavor. Give that a little stir. I don't want that to stick on me. Look how the depth in that, it's getting that cumin and that paprika gave it a good dark color. Yes. Now, I don't love cloves, but it calls for cloves. I'm just going to put a little bit, like maybe a half a teaspoon or so. Maybe not even that. Maybe a quarter teaspoon. And now, this calls for red pepper flakes. Okay, now I just made some of this. I did. I just made some of it, and I put a big old tablespoon in it like it calls for, honey. I said next time I will not. So I'm only going to put about a teaspoon this time, and we'll see where we're at. Now my son just got through telling me, oh, I love the spice, and I'm sure you do.
It was delicious.
But I do want to enjoy it, right? Let's do it like this.
She was not having as good a enjoyment out of it as we were.
It was just a little spicy. I'm just going to
we want everybody to be able to enjoy it.
Yes. So. And I'm telling you, we had it. Drop my little thing. I'll get it in a minute. I got to get stirring. We had this over some fried green tomatoes. Y'all seen that video hopefully by now. And oh my goodness, was it delicious. Now, I am going to bring this to a little rolling boil. And then we're going to turn this down. Now, you want to cook this in a non-reactive pot. That is why I'm doing this. And oh, I'm about to forget, Lyle. I need 8 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now, you can use lime juice. You can use apple cider vinegar. But I like using lime juice. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down some. She's firing away, honey. Just to be on the safe side, I like the lemon concentrated, and it's better to use the bottled lemon than fresh lemon because they know exactly how much acid is in this bottle versus if you just squeeze a lemon, it might be real acidic, and then again it might not. So we're going to put 8 tablespoons of this lemon in it. Now, now the apple cider, it brings more of a sweeter taste, whereas the lemon more citrusy. I'm about to lose count. I better stop talking, huh? 7, 8, and I might count that and be like, oh, I did an extra one, but it's going to be just fine. I know I didn't go under. I'd rather go over than under. And now we're going to add just a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon or so of salt, and we'll taste this. But look how dark and rich it's already getting. You want to just keep this stirring. Keep it going. You don't want to stick. Look at there, I missed a piece of tomato. I'm going to have to zip it to do it up. But that's all there is to it, y'all, getting this together. And we'll just cook it down until it resembles a jelly, until you can slide your finger across and it stays. Y'all know that jelly test. Or either if you're in a pan, when you slide it across, it leaves a trail. So that's where we're at now. So I'll come back after this has simmered for quite a while because it is going to cook down and get really thick. And I know y'all don't want to listen to me talk all that time. I could do it, but I'm not going to put y'all through that. So I'll be back. Y'all, I did forget one little step. You're supposed to put some fresh ginger in here. So I've got mine just like this. And it's 1 to 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger. All right. Now we're good. Try this one more time. One more again.
You had a lot of stuff over there.
Yeah. But, and I was going to say too, I just got through telling Russ, you can do this. You can totally skip the whole tomatoes. You can make this straight from crushed tomatoes in a can, honey. If you ain't got no garden, or if you ain't got any whole tomatoes, you can do it straight from a can. I made my spaghetti sauce with that. Any kind of crushed tomatoes. So, little tip there for you. All right, y'all. I've just told Russell it's been a popping and a doing and a carrying on in here, but we've started, got it cooked down, and it is jam-like, y'all. Look at there. Look at there. Now I put some on the spoon, and when you put your finger across it, see how it stays? There's my little jam taste, my little jam trick to see when it's ready. It's good. Now, I have a confession, because y'all know I'm a tit like it is, okay? So I made this the other day, delicious. It was wonderful. I was like, oh, we're gonna do this for a little video, right? So I used like the same ingredients. I did everything the same, and honey, we gave that thing a little taste. And I told y'all before, so I don't love cloves, but it called for cloves, so I gave it cloves. It was very clovey. And the rest was like, yeah, it tastes very strong with cloves, did it not?
Yeah. She always says that I don't ever go and spit stuff out.
He didn't spit it out.
I didn't spit it out, but it was.
Face.
I did have it was strong. It was
concerns.
very, very, very strong in clove. I was like,
concerns, so we'll say that. So I said, oh God, I don't want to waste them good old tomatoes. So what I had done is I went over, because you know I've been a canning already. I went over and got a can of my a jar of my stewed tomatoes, or my just regular canned tomatoes, and so I added another quart and another cup of sugar, and kind of cooked it back on the back, and then added it in, and so that really did help with the clove taste. So y'all don't do a half a teaspoon, and if you don't like cloves, hey, don't do it at all. But now it's tasting real good. And I will say I added about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce in here, and a tablespoon of soy sauce. I did it, and I was trying to cut that clove taste before. So, but anyway, I think she's doing right now. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and just stick my jars in and get them hot. And we're gonna get this show on the road. I'll tell you, if for you that can, y'all know this feeling. But I was thinking just now, I was like, Lord, it's like when you're having a baby and they start getting that warmer ready, you know it's close. So when we start getting these jars good and hot and ready, we about got the job tackled, and that's just a wonderful feeling. So we're gonna let these just get hot. Now you want to add hot to hot, okay? So if you're ever canning, now if I was to let this cool off, or I'm like, Lord, it's late, I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow and it's cool. You don't want to put it in hot jars. You want to put it in cool. So cool in cool jars, hot in hot jars. Got it, Russell?
got it.
All right. So we're gonna just let those get hot, and I'm gonna pull them out. Now I always drop my little seals. I got my little seals here ready. I like to put those in the hot water too, while I am ladling everything in. So this little rubber ring here starts getting warmed up so that it seals good to the jar. It starts getting gluey, because that's what we want. We want it to stick. We want it to ping and seal and do all the things it's supposed to. So I'm going to let those jars go. Now I have already had those jars in there, and I washed them with soap and water, and I already had them in there. And I was thinking that this will be done a little sooner than it was. It did take a little while to cook down, and but I've just been over here loving on it. And so now we're almost there. So I'm going to take the jars out in about 5 minutes, and we'll get it ladled in. All right, y'all, I'm just going to take my little jars out. Put them on there. This is what this little jar grabber's for. Dump it out. Boom. Now, when you have your water, you want to fill it about 1 inch or so over your jars when you're processing it. Now, I'm going to just drop these in. Let them get hot and ready while I put this. While I start ladling this in. Now, we are going to get ready with this. Got my big old, y'all got this at the yard sale for $1. And we are going to put the little jars, that nice thick jelly. Yummy. And you want to fill it about a quarter inch headspace to the top. I might need more jars after adding that. And that's no problem. I'm going to get some of those. So we just going to fill these up. And I'll show y'all so you don't have to watch. We're just going to get the bubbles out around the edges. I can put just a little bit more in that, I believe. Just a tad bit more. If I can see, good Lord. There you go. That's good right there. We're going to go with that. Boom. So just get them bubbles out. And we're going to wipe the rim. I'll get the rest of that. I'm just going to wipe around this rim here. Some people do it with some vinegar water. I do it sometimes. Just like so. And then we've got this hot lid right there ready to go. On it goes. And you don't want to over tighten this, just finger tight. That's all it is to it. Now we are going to, I'm going to put them back in and process them. You wait till the water is boiling. And you set a timer for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, we're just going to put them back on the towel to cool. And honey, you got tomato jam. Exciting stuff. Y'all, they're ready. And we're going to just set them out here to cool. Y'all notice you hear that ping? Did you hear it? Hear it?
I heard it.
Yay.
Ping.
Ping. That's what we're looking for, y'all. Ping.
Yep.
Ping. Look how pretty this is, y'all. It's got just that little bit of that pepper. Whoops. And I'm going to tighten this up just a little bit because they do come loose when cooking. Ooh, they's really hot. Now, whenever I went to do my last little jar, I didn't have a lid for it. It was like an odd size. So I just filled it up and I let that one, I let it all go 20 minutes. Ping! Oh, big girl, did she ping good, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
So y'all, that's all it is to it. Now, we won't be tasting it because we put it all in the jar. But as soon as these cool and about 24 hours or whatever, honey, you can pop into them, it's fine. But Russell, you can go ahead and tell them. You did have a little taste.
Yes, I did. We had them on the fried green tomatoes.
We did. But,
and they were fantastic.
Yes, and you tasted these as well.
Oh, I did, yeah. I tasted them, and yeah, absolutely not quite as hot as the first batch, which is good because you get to enjoy them more. And
yes.
But they still had a little bit of heat from the pepper flakes, and yeah. You had a thought about adding some jalapeno flakes in there, and I was like, I wouldn't do that. So, yeah.
But you can add whatever you want to them. But, y'all, it did turn out.
The color
really
in that is amazing. It really is.
Just a deep, jammy and all that, all the things. But this is good, y'all, even on a cracker and little cream cheese, kind of like that pepper jelly that we did. It's good over hamburgers. You can put it on just about anything you want to put it on.
Sandwich?
Sandwiches, yeah, a turkey sandwich or any kind of sandwich, ham. It's going to be good. So, y'all, I hope you give this a little try. And don't be scared to can, honey. It is very rewarding. And just like when I did my little boo-boo, honey, I got in there and fixed it right back up. So, and Russ liked the flavor. He said it was not too clovey.
No, it was better.
Afterwards.
It was way better, yep.
It was corrected. So anyway, y'all, give it a try. And if you have any questions, honey, it's like extended warranty. Just reach out to me. I'll always answer a question, no matter how old a video is. If I can answer it, I'll answer it. So anyway, thank y'all for hanging out with us today. And until next time, happy canning.
Peace.